Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Crimson's House of Clash. I am your host, Crimsonpug94. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into hopefully some live war attacks for you guys. We are currently in a war. Doesn't look like we got about 9 minutes. Sadly, we will not be getting into a live war attack at all. But needless to say, I'm glad that I have my dragon. My dragon event has been completed. I can't find the words there. Apologize. We've been hit recently. We actually earned 4 trophies, so yay for us. We're actually making just a little bit of progress. I'll take 4 trophies. He almost got me. How did he only lose 4? Oh, because he was attacking up so high. Okay, yeah, I see now. I see. Okay. Trying to see here. We've been slowly climbing. We've been digging ourselves out of a hole that we kind of made ourselves, but we had this guy right here hit me for that right there is about 56 trophies in those last 3 attacks in the last about day and 8 hours, just about day 6 hours, something like that. So we're sitting pretty well. Right now we've got our Lava Hounds. They got about 8 days left, so we're doing pretty well with that. Needless to say, I only have one more upgrade, which is my Witch at 75,000 Dark Elixir, and I'm already sitting about 20,000. I'm kind of curious as to what they're going to do with this 2-star bonus, though. I've been looking on Reddit, and I haven't really seen anything. A lot of it's all speculation, obviously, but I'm kind of curious, like, are they going to give it to us 2 times in one day? Is it going to be 2 times, like double the bonus? So whatever I earn for my star bonus. Actually, let's see if do we have an army built? Is everything good to go? Let's see. Okay, that's finishing up. We're good there. So I've got my army brewing. That's almost done for my backup army once we're done. One thing I've been noticing though is, yeah, some of these hits have been a little lower than what I would like, but I'm getting some the one I hit just because it was an easy hit. Some of them have some half decent resources, but like this one right here, we'll go in and take a look at the replay. This guy he has a pretty decently well spread out base. I come in from the bottom, drop a couple wall breakers, lure out the clan castle. Didn't expect him to have that there, so I dropped the wizards immediately just to get in there. Drop the queen so she can help start taking out that clan castle, because if not, that dragon and those loons will eat me alive. But needless to say, they take it out pretty quickly. Drop the Valkyries in. They get inside. They're pushing to the core. And some of them stayed with the P.E.K.K.A.s, which was kind of what I was going for. Actually, most of them stayed with the P.E.K.K.A.s, actually. So I still have their abilities. We're pushing forward. The Valkyries are over here tanking away at the resources because they love buildings that are clustered right next to each other. Queen popped her ability. She's locked on with the Expo. She's just getting tanked by the Expo right now. I got the P.E.K.K.A.s and the Valkyries over here just going nuts. The Wizard looks like he's going to take out the clan castle on his own. Or not the clan castle, the town hall. I dropped my CC, my loons. I used the haste spell that was donated by my clan member just to get in there. They took out both those defenses at once. They split off and break off. Of course, the loons like to clump together. But with those P.E.K.K.A.s tanking everything inside, makes everything a lot easier because the loons are just able to run around. They drop all the splash damage, gets rid of that wizard tower. And then I had at least one minion over here. The P.E.K.K.A.s get inside. They're going to take out the Expo, or at least attempt to. I can't remember if they do or not. Come on, P.E.K.K.A., there we go. So the P.E.K.K.A. is going to sit there and take out the storage with the wizard. I got the minion up top, just doing a little bit of a cleanup. We're going to go ahead and speed through the rest of this here. The minion, of course, doesn't go for that, but we got 81% 2-star for 7 trophies. Not a bad hit in overall. Now, let's see if we can find ourselves a live attack for you guys. I know in yesterday's episode, we were looking for something. Here's a good one, but sadly, I will not be able to get into that base at all because of the Inferno Towers. He's pretty well established as a Town Hall 11. Heroes are pretty much maxed. He's got a level 19 Grand Warden, a level 40 King, Barbarian King, and Archer Queen, excuse me. Most of his defenses are maxed up. He's got those Wizard Towers that still need to go, but for the most part, he's maxed up minus his walls. So we're not going to be going for that at all. Like I said, I'm a huge opportunist. If the Town Hall's on the outside and I know I can easily get at least a 50% out of it, I'll hit it. I had an attack like that. I want to say yesterday, the Town Hall was sitting on the edge of the base, and I actually was able to get, I think, 52% out of it, resulting in some pretty good resources, but also being able to get that Town Hall. I know that's one key feature that you want to get in an attack because of that fact that it houses 25% of the resources that are collected, that you collect. So it's one thing you just want to go after, and when you look for a base, you always want to see. So right now he's sitting. This guy, he's basically got a giant trash ring. He'd be pretty easy to get into, but the problem is with those heroes. The heroes won't be an issue, but the problem would be is getting into that core. Those Expos will rip me apart. The Inferno Towers, once they lock on, especially if they're multi-target, I mean, they'll slowly melt my troops away, but I don't want that to happen at all. So I should have waited a little bit longer. I should have taken a look before I started this episode, but I wanted to go into a live war attack with you guys. And if we don't find anything here in the next few bases, I'll go ahead and we'll jump over and we'll see who we're matched against and take a look at and sort of break down their town hall, or break down their base a little bit and see where we can come in at. Of course, with the way they redid the war was now you were no longer able to get inside. The layouts change after 24 hours, but I always look at the layouts just to see what is available, what's going to be there, if they've loaded up their clan castles or anything like that, because you do get those wars that prove to be very fruitful because of the fact that they don't have a clan castle at all, and that's actually one of the better things that I do enjoy finding. This one would be really good. He's working on an Expo, he's working on an Inferno Tower. I could come in from the right-hand side. He's actually really good on resources too. I mean, do we try it or no? I'm half tempted. He's good trophies too, guys. I mean, this is going to be a trial by fire, but I mean, I hate to use the war golem, but I'm going to have to. So we're going to go here, drop them, wizards behind. Peck on each side of the wizards, drop them there, drop the heroes inside, Valkyries, let them get inside, haste them up so they can just speed through once they get through the wall, which they just did, rage them up. They're gonna get locked on by the Inferno. He's got a lava hound inside the clan castle. I'm not worried about it. I think we're gonna take it because of the fact that now the Barbarian King's just running off doing his own thing. He's getting melted by the single target Inferno Tower. That's going to take him out pretty heavily. But the one big thing that is kind of saving this raid a little bit is the fact that the Archer Queen she's going down pretty fast. I'm just going to heal her up, try to get her healed. Yes, she takes out the Inferno Tower. It's exactly what we wanted, guys. I know he's got some of those Teslas sitting in there. Those golems have now turned into golemites. Queen's focusing on the dark elixir collector. So this actually was a very beneficial raid to do, guys. This was phenomenal. I do believe I did regret this at first, but this actually turned into a very, very good raid for us. I mean, I understand the Lava Hound's just doing its thing, running around doing what it does best, and just being obnoxious, really. But let's see if this Valkyrie will get inside and take this out without getting targeted. Oh, she's getting targeted. No, come on. Oh, not bad though, guys. We managed to get 90% bonus, and we easily got over 800,000 in loot, plus 14 trophies, 3,000 dark elixir. That's a phenomenal hit, guys. And like I said, I think what they're gonna do with this the 2-time star bonus, I want to say what they're gonna do is when you get your star bonus, so instead of 340,000, this would be 640,000 elixir and gold and 3,200 dark elixir whenever I collect my star bonus for the next day. Actually, we're in war now. Let me request here. I highly doubt anybody's even on, but let's see who we're matched against and take a look at some of these layouts, guys. So let me take a look at number 2 real quick. I want to see what he looks like. No, that is a no-go. Let's see. He's going with a very solid straight line base, in the sense that he's not very spread out. He's compartmented. He's into several compartments, maybe 6. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 compartments in here, guys, and some cleanup around the outside. This wouldn't be very hard at all. 1 golem on each side. Drop a couple like 2 or 3 wizards up here at the north end of the base. I'm not even going to worry. Okay, so he does have a clan castle. I'm not even going to worry about drawing the clan castle out with a hog or anything, because there's no guarantee that the hog will even get inside anyway. The hogs will get taken out. That's why I've stopped bringing hogs on my raids. And one thing that I'm probably going to do from this one is come up here and drop the golems, let them draw the attention of the archer towers and the cannon, drop a couple wall breakers in on each side so they can open up some of these compartments and just funnel the kill squad and bring them in down behind, drop the heroes. Hopefully, one of these compartments is open. Might even spread out the Valkyries around the top so they can funnel in on each side. So I have a couple coming down each side. This should be a relatively very easy 2-star, depending on what's in that clan castle. But needless to say, if you've made it to this point in the video, guys, please leave a like down below. Let me know what you guys think. What's coming up? What do you guys like? What do you guys want to see? What do you guys want? Any army compositions you guys like? What do you guys think of the Dragon Challenge? Do you think the challenges need to be harder? I know I picked this up in 3 attacks very easily. I mean, I had, let's see if we can look here real quick. No, it doesn't look like I've been hitting. No, there's one. So yeah, see, I had one for 45. I managed to get the town hall out of that, and I had another one for 62%. So I mean, it's a pretty easy challenge, and I hope Supercell, what they do is change everything. But that's all for this video, guys. This has been Crimsonpug94. Clash away.